Welcome back to Stacy So and So. I'm so glad you came back again this week to see what I'm up to. This is actually, I'm filming this actually on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, or was it Thanksgiving Eve maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I don't normally get to see my brother for Christmas. And usually when he comes in for Thanksgiving, I'm nowhere near being ready to do gift giving. And not that we're exchanging gifts at Thanksgiving. We're not. But there's one thing that I've always wanted to be able to share with him, but it's not something I feel like I can mail. Let me grab one. Not just green beans, but everything that we can this year. And I wanted to do a bounty basket for him because I had my act together at least a little bit this year. So let me show you the basket I'm putting together so that if you're struggling to come up with some ideas or something special for someone, this might be something that you're interested in. Even if you don't can, you're thinking, well, what am I going to put in it if I'm not canning? At the end, I'll have some ideas for you. So stick around, hold on. I'm going to turn the camera around and we will put together this bounty basket for my brother and his wife for an early Christmas present. So first, I pulled out a crate. I used to use this for display at some of my markets, but since I'm not doing markets anymore, this turned out to be the perfect basket. Second, here we go. I selected all of the items that I want to put in the basket. And these are all just circles of different color, different fabrics that I like, and we're going to put little, we're going to cover the lids. And then I have some ribbon, and I have some more ribbon that matches that fabric. I also got some rubber bands because that's going to come in handy, and then also some ribbon to tie around the top. And remember those two ornaments I made? I've decided I'm actually going to include these two with their gift. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this jar first. This is, these are the Hungarian hot peppers, which I know he will love. And I'm going to start. So all you have to do is, and to make these circles, all I did was I just kind of laid out my fabric. I folded it in half and then just kind of took a wild guess and just started cutting. Once I got the first one done, I used as a template to cut out all the others. That made it kind of quick and easy. So first things first, take your fabric, put it over top of your jar, grab yourself a rubber band because this will help hold it in place. Now if you think it's too long, you can always trim it back if you want, but I think I kind of like it a little long. There we go. I'm going to puff the top a little bit. Alright. And then I'm going to grab my scissors and a piece of ribbon and just tie that around the top. There we go. See? Very simple, but also very cute. Alright, so see the peppers, green, and my husband and I were joking they're Christmassy because they are green and red. It's a combination. Alright, so let's do one more together. Let's do the bell peppers. Again, green and red. This time let's do a plaid. Do we want a plaid? Yeah, we'll do a plaid on top of this one. And kind of even it out a little bit. There we go. So see, it's very cute. If you don't have ribbon, you could just do a little rubber band around it. Or you could use twine. Whatever you'd like to tie off the tops. You know what I think I need a different color for that one. Oh, I'm going to pull some blue. Because this matches much better. I was going to stick to just traditional red and green, but then I was looking at all the different colors, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to coordinate them to each jar. You know, whatever the fabric is I put on each jar, and just color coordinate it with each one. Oop, cut that one too long. Let's do a little trim. Set that aside. And there we go. All right, so let me get the rest of these together, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up and talk about other ideas for baskets. Okay, here we go. The reveal. I am really glad I went with the crate because this thing is very, very heavy. Oh, goodness. There we go. So I just had tissue paper. You could use fabric if you want. I decided to tie the little Christmas ornaments on the front. This is just some wired ribbon that I bought, like, I think it was 25 yards. I'm going to be using this ribbon from now until doomsday. And here is a little peek of everything on the inside. Doesn't that look great? I'm sure he'll love it. My brother loves to cook. He's a very good cook. And so I'm sure he will put all of that to use. In case I don't think I told you at the beginning what else in here. Well, you saw the hot peppers and the bell peppers and the green beans, but then I also included green tomatoes, which I know you're probably going, green tomatoes. They're fantastic if you dice them up. If you dice up potatoes and onions and you fry those, and then once they start to, you know, get brown or almost done, you take your can of green tomatoes, you drain it out, and you add it to that mixture, add a little salt and pepper. It's really, really good. And then what was the other thing that I did? Oh, we also gave him, we made lots of pickles this year, so I gave him a can of our medium spicy pickles because sometimes it's nice to have a little zing added to your sandwich. You could also dice them up and add them to like tuna salad or chicken salad if you want something to have a little bit of a little zing. And then also we did, here they are. These are our regular dill pickles. They are sandwich size. There you go. You can see how big they are. So that way you only need one pickle on your sandwich. You don't have to worry about it falling off. So I am sure that he will enjoy all of those. So I'm sure you're wondering, it's like, well, what if you don't can? It's like, what can, you know, you need an idea. You want to do something special for someone, or, you know, maybe there's someone that you're going to go visit that, you know, is from where you live, but they don't get to come home very often, and you want to kind of maybe give them a taste of home. As you know, I live in West Virginia, so I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm going to ask you a trivia question, and then give you a little explanation as to why I'm asking. So, I grew up in West Virginia, and so anyone else who sees this, do you know what the first industry was, the first mining industry was in the state of West Virginia? Any thoughts? It was not coal. It was salt. A good portion of the state, especially the Kanawha Valley area where I live, which is outside of the capital city of Charleston, is over an old ancient ocean underground. And so there are salt mines, and the salt mine industry started here in 1797. So there's, and it kind of, I think the industry kind of died off like just after the Civil War. But there is still one company in town called J.D. Dickinson Salt Works, and they still operate. So one year for my brother, because he doesn't get to come home as often, they make some fantastic gourmet salts and like different kinds of like flavored salts and stuff. So I had given them those one year for Christmas. So I'm using that as an inspiration for you to think about, you know, what can you put together in a blessing box like this, a bounty box, to give to someone that you love and special, and not to mention thoughtful. I think people love when you put together gifts like this because they know you have really put a lot of thought into it and a lot of love. So take a look at your state. What else is your state known for? Ours isn't really known for salt, but we do still have places that produce it. One thing West Virginia is also known for is pepperoni rolls. So you could put together say you're from West Virginia, put together a basket of everything they would need to make, with instructions on how to make homemade pepperoni rolls. I lived most of my adult life in Ohio. And one thing that I remember most about Ohio were Buckeyes. So you can either get them, get them a package of Buckeyes that are already made, then put together the ingredients with an instruction card, put it all together in a basket, so that if they want to make more for maybe another event or just later down the line, because let's face it, peanut butter and chocolate are fabulous, that would make an adorable gift. Take a look about, around your state. Do you have a lot of crafts fairs? Are there certain jams and jellies that, maybe you can't get anywhere else? Honey. And put together a basket of things that your friend would love that will also make them, it could be nostalgic for them. Make them think of home. And, or if you want to, just like I said, go to your local farmer's market. Like, even if you're showing up at a friend's house and you're like, I want to take something, go to your local farmer's market. I know sometimes they do, right now it's a little cold, but there are still places that do inside farmer's markets. Go to somewhere local, pick up some whatever produce is in the season, pick up some fabulous jams and jellies or salsas or sauces, and put together, add some pasta to it maybe, and just put together a beautiful basket for someone that you love. So that was my thought. Anyway, I went to see my brother. We're having an early Thanksgiving because my brother actually has to leave tomorrow morning, him and the kids, and go back to Ohio to celebrate with their my sister-in-law and all of her family. So I actually have to go and finish getting everything ready for our dinner tonight. So I'm looking forward to giving him his basket. I'll give you one more look at it because I'm very proud of the way this turned out. This canning was a whole lot of work this year, but it was so worth it. So not only is it going to be was a blessing for us to have so much of a bounty, but it'll be a blessing for him too. So thank you for joining me again this week. I will be back again next week and hopefully back into sewing and not just putting together gift baskets. So next week, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. It's going to be a surprise. So anyway, I hope everyone has a very happy Thanksgiving weekend. Everyone stay safe. Enjoy your time with your family. I will see you again next week. And as always, happy sewing.